Drugs and Magic Remedies Act, that is Objectionable Advertisement Act 1954 and Rules 1955. Advertisement is a part of our life. Advertisement makes the people aware about the availability of our product and its usefulness. Though drugs are essential things which we have to take without option, the advertisement of drugs and cosmetics cannot be made as it may make false claim. Advertisement of drugs are not for public directly but are for the persons related to medical profession only. In India, magic remedies are very much in practice. They claim to cure even those diseases for which no drug or no treatment is available yet. In recent years, objectionable advertisements related to cure or venereal diseases, sexual stimulants, and about diseases related to women are found in newspapers, on streets, and in public places. These advertisements should be stopped as they are misleading innocent peoples. In order to control such objectionable and misleading advertisement, the DMR Act 1954 was passed. From this video, the learner will be able to know the objectives of Drugs and Magic Remedies Act, define the different terms related to the Act, describe the classes of prohibited advertisements, describe the classes of exempted advertisements, and the various offenses and penalties related to this Act. The object of this Act is to control certain types of the advertisements relating to the drugs, to prohibit certain kinds of advertisements relating to magic remedies which make false claim and mislead public, and to provide for the matters related therewith. This Act and the rules cover all the advertisements which are objectionable or unethical and are used to promise self medication or self treatment. Definitions from the chapter. Advertisement. It includes any notice, circular, label, wrapper, or otherwise such document, and any announcement made orally or by means of producing or transmitting light, sound, or smoke. Means any leaflet, pamphlet, notice, circular, label of container or wrapper of a container or any printed material, as well as any announcement made on television, radio, or any audiovisual media can be called as an advertisement. Magic remedy. It includes a talisman, mantra, kavach, and any other charm claiming to possess miraculous power. Talisman means an object like a ring or a stone that is thought to have magic power and to bring a good luck. Such a talisman, any type of mantra or kavach or any other such a charm may claim to possess miraculous power for diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of any disease in human beings or animals, or for affecting or altering the structure or organic function of the body or animal. Next definition is a drug, which can be asked for 3.5 or 4 marks. It includes about 4 points. First point, all medicines for internal or external use of human beings or animals, and all substances intended to be used for or in diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, or prevention of any disease or disorder in human beings or animals, including preparations applied on human body for the purpose of repelling insects like mosquitoes. In first year, we have seen the definition of a drug, which includes the same, that is, those substances which are used for diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, or prevention of the disease. But here, those preparations which are applied on the human body, like a cream, can be used for repelling the insects like the mosquitoes, such are also called as a drug. Second point is such substances which are other than food, which are intended to affect the structure or any function of the human body, are intended to be used for the destruction of the vermin or insects which cause disease in human beings or animals, as may be specified from time to time by the central government by notification in the official gazette. All those substances other than food which are used to affect the structure or function of the human body or destruction of the vermin. Vermin means insects which are harmful to the human beings or to the animals, which are giving the diseases in human beings or animals, are called as drugs, and such drugs are notified in the official gazette by the central government from time to time. All substances intended for use as a component of a drug, including empty gelatin capsule. Actually, empty gelatin capsule is not having any therapeutic effect, or which is not having any medicinal use, but still it is called as a drug because it is used in the making of a drug. Such devices intended for internal or external use in diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, or prevention of any disease or disorder in human beings or animals, as may be specified from time to time by the central government by notification in the official gazette after consultation with the DTAB. Here, the devices are also called as drugs because they are used in diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, or prevention of the diseases in human beings or animals. And such devices are also declared in the official gazette from time to time by the central government. Next is also a very important definition, registered medical practitioner or RMP, to whom we also call as a physician. It means a person holding a qualification granted by an authority specified in section 3 of the Indian Medical Degrees Act 1916 or specified in the schedule to the Indian Medical Council Act 1956. Indian Medical Degrees Act 1916, the section 3 of this act, or the schedule of the Indian Medical Council Act 1956. These are having a qualification for the medical practitioner, and those persons who hold such a qualification can be called as a registered medical practitioner. Registered or eligible for registration in a medical register of the state meant for the registration of persons practicing the modern scientific system of medicines, excluding the homeopathic system of medicines. Means those persons, those physicians whose names are entered in the medical register of the state or who are eligible to be entered in the medical register of the state and who are practicing the modern scientific system of medicine, means allopathic system of medicine. But here the homeopathic system of medicine is not included. Registered in a medical register other than for homeopathic practitioner of a state. Registered are eligible for registration in the register of dentist for a state under the Dentist Act 1948. Means those dentists whose names are registered in the register of the state or who are eligible to be entered in the register of the state are also called as registered medical practitioner, and who is engaged in the practice of veterinary medicine and who possesses qualification approved by the state government is also called as a registered medical practitioner. This is a person who is practicing the medicines which are related with the animals. Next important topic is classes of prohibited advertisements. Prohibited means those which are having ban. First is the advertisement of drugs which may lead to its or their use for the treatment of certain diseases and disorders. For example, for procurement of miscarriage or prevention of conception in women. Miscarriage means abortion. Those drugs which are used for abortion or those drugs which are used to prevent conception in women. कन्सेप्शनचा मराठीत अर्थ होतो गर्भधारणा. गर्भधारणा होऊ नये म्हणून घेतले जाणारे मेडिसिन किंवा मिसकॅरेजसाठी घेतले जाणारे मेडिसिन. ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट ऑफ सच ड्रग्ज इज प्रोहिबिटेड. For the correction of menstrual disorders in women. Those substances which are used for correction of menstrual disorders, the advertisement of such substances is also prohibited. Or for the maintenance or improvement of the power of human beings for sexual pleasure. Those substances or those medicines which are used for stimulating the sexual pleasure are also prohibited. And for the diagnosis, cure, alleviation, treatment or prevention of any disease, disorder or condition specified in the schedule or in rules made under this act. There is a list of certain diseases and disorders made by the DMR Act, and the advertisement of those diseases and disorders is not possible, is prohibited. Second point, advertisement of magic remedies for the treatment of certain diseases and disorders which claim to be efficacious for any of the purposes specified in point 1 above. The advertisement of the magic remedies is also prohibited. The advertisement is related with again the same points which are covered in point 1, that is for procurement of miscarriage or prevention of conception in women, for correction of the menstrual disorder in women, or for maintenance or improvement of the power of human beings for sexual pleasure, or for the diagnosis, cure, alleviation, treatment or prevention of any disease, disorder or condition specified in the schedule. The misleading advertisements are also prohibited to do. Means those advertisements which are making false claim directly or indirectly give a false impression regarding the true nature of the drug. मिसलिडिंगचा मराठीत अर्थ होतो दिशाभूल करणारी. There are certain diseases which can never be cured, and if any advertisement is claiming that such a disease cannot be cured by that drug, then that is a false claim. Such a disease can be cured by the drug, then that is a false claim. And regarding make any false claim for such a drug or drugs, those advertisements which are making a false claim, ज्यात चुकीचा दावा करतायत regarding the treatment of any disease or disorders. Next topic is classes of exempted advertisements. Any advertisement relating to the drugs printed or published by the government or any other person with prior permission of the government. If any advertisement is made by the government, that may be in a printed form published by the government, then that is exempted. Or if the advertisement is done by any other person but by taking the permission of the government, then that is also exempted. Second, any advertisement relating to a drug which is sent confidentially in the prescribed manner to the registered medical practitioner. That type of the advertisement is in case of new drugs which are coming in the market. The advertisement of such drug is made by manufacturer or importer to the registered medical practitioner and not to the public. Third point, advertisements including any book or treatise, that means a written or printed composition dealing with any matter relating to the diseases, disorders or conditions which are otherwise prohibited, provided published from scientific or social point of view. Advertisement of such drugs is actually prohibited, but if the advertisement is necessary for scientific research purpose or related to health of the society or organization and the reason is genuine, then that type of the advertisement is exempted. The fourth, displayed signboards or notices by the RMP on his premises indicating that the treatment is undertaken for any disease, disorder or condition specified in the schedule to this act or in the rules made under this act. If any registered medical practitioner is displaying any signboard or any notice board within his premises, the word premises is very important. He is making the advertisement within his premises indicating the treatment undertaken by him on any type of the disease or disorder, then such a type of the advertisement is also exempted. Advertisement of certain drugs is exempted only if they comply with the required conditions. These are leaflet or literature accompanying packing of a drug and advertisement of drugs in medical, pharmaceutical, scientific and technical journal. Here comes any pamphlet or a leaflet which is along with the packing of the drug or the advertisement of the drug in any medical, pharmaceutical, scientific and technical journal which may be published from time to time, maybe weekly, maybe monthly or maybe yearly. The advertisement of such is exempted under the conditions which are given on right side. The first is the advertisement contains only such information as is required for the guidance of RMP in respect of the matters relating to therapeutic indications of the drug, its administration, its dosage, its side effects, the precautions to be observed in the treatment with the drug. Means the advertisement is only for the registered medical practitioner regarding the information about the drug. Second condition is the responsibility to prove that any claim made in the advertisement in respect of the drug is not false, exaggerated or misleading. Here the person who is making the advertisement should take the full responsibility that such advertisement is not false, exaggerated or misleading. ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट चुकीची नाही आहे, अतिशयोक्ती करणारी नाही आहे आणि दिशाभूल करणारी नाही आहे, ह्याची रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी त्या ॲडव्हर्टायझरने घ्यायला हवी. The next is price list or therapeutic indexes published by manufacturer, importer or distributor of drugs duly licensed under D&C Act 1940. These price list or therapeutic indexes are published by either the manufacturer or the importer, and medical literature distributed by the medical detailer means medical representative who is appointed by the manufacturer or the importer or distributor of the drugs duly licensed under D&C Act 1940. The advertisement is exempted only under the conditions like the advertisement contains only such information as is required for the guidance of the RMP in regard to therapeutic indications of drugs, the manner of their administration, their dosage, side effects, and the precaution to be observed in the treatment. Means the advertisement is only for the registered medical practitioner regarding the information about the drug. Second condition is the distribution of such literature is confined only to the RMP, hospitals, dispensaries, medical and research institutions, and chemists and druggists or pharmacies duly licensed under the provision of the D&C rules. Means the distribution of the literature is not open to the public but is related with the medical profession only. And the third condition is the responsibility to prove that any claim made in the advertisement in respect of the drug is not false, exaggerated, or misleading lies on the advertiser. This means the advertiser is taking the full responsibility about the advertisement and he is giving the assurance that the advertisement is not false, exaggerated, or misleading. The last topic from the chapter is offenses and penalties. Here we are covering 2 points. First is contravention of any of the provisions of this act or rules thereunder. Contravention म्हणजे कायद्याचा भंग करणे. Contravention is punishable with imprisonment up to 6 months or with fine or with both on first conviction, and punishable with imprisonment up to 1 year or with fine or with both on subsequent conviction. The second is in case of contravention of the provisions of the act by a company, every person who at the time of the commission of the offense was in charge and responsible for the conduct of company business shall be deemed to be guilty and liable for the punishment. This means whenever any company is making such a contravention, then the officer in charge of that company who is responsible for the conduct of the business of the company will be guilty and he will be liable for the punishment.